was today?
The best day ever. It's a graduation rehearsal for the best class Catskill's ever had.
It's awful hot out there.
It's hot today, but Saturday's going to be a beautiful day, and we're going to have a great celebration.
The kids are looking forward to this no matter what, I would imagine.
Oh, absolutely. It's always a great anticipation. Number one, let's get out of this heat. We'll get out of the frying pan into the fire outside. Yeah, they're always looking forward to it.
Be out of here.
All right. We are going to run through 2 scenarios with you. The important thing, on Saturday, regardless of where graduation is, right now it's supposed to be an absolutely beautiful day, so we will hopefully be outside. But regardless of where graduation is, you are to report here at 9:15.
I don't know about that.
9 o'clock. You get lined up exactly as you are right now. 9 o'clock, caps and gowns. Looking great. Okay, you're going to get your caps and gowns today when we're done with this. There's a couple of things about that. All right. The first one we're doing is outside. Hold on, Mrs. Bailey has one thing. Oh, I wait for the slide. I'm going to be here all day.
I knew she would be there. Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm forgetting now.
Yes, you're fine.
This was you don't want them going down the center?
No problemo.
gotta move your chairs.
What about the other management?
709 Luke. Sun was I don't know.
Jump in.
Because at this point, it's going to change the water.
It's going to
Right.
absolutely kill these guys.
Yeah, we can also not even, we can make the decision not to have them recess out. We can just say, go forth.
The next part is when you get your diploma. Yahoo! The best part. Woohoo! All right, is when you come up and get your diploma. The podium itself is going to be right here. Okay? Where the cameras, Dr. Farrell will be standing roughly, probably right. Actually be announcing names. All right? So Mr. Wetman will say Jordan Bulich, your entire name. Jordan will come up. Dr. Farrell.
As we're shaking and hugging, which
Seth
can
Bulich.
show them how it's done. Congratulations, sweetie.
Jordan, come around the
Now
flagpole.
you go around the flagpole.
Joe
We're going
Bromley.
to shake, we're going to hug, but we don't have to swap. Oh, yes, that's right today. That's good. Right.
Weston Doty.
We're going to shake, we're going to hug, and you're going to keep going.
Diane.
Shake. Well, I do want to hug you because it's my last time to hug you till you're all grown.
Kelsey.
Congratulations, and I do.
You guys watching?
The hug is the best
Batman.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Andrew.
Congratulations, and we will hug.
Sierra.
Congratulations. We hug and you keep moving. We shake, we hug, and you're graduated. We shake, we swap sweat. We shake, we swap sweat. And we shake, and I tell you how proud I am. We shake, and I'm proud.
I love you. Your tassels. Woohoo! Life is grand. We then have the processional out. This year, exactly.
And you guys will just bolt, okay?
Where?
To your family.
If you do not come back inside, you will not get your diploma.
And you really want that.
Okay? What you're going to be handed is a folder that's empty. So you will need to come back inside, and the chaperones will be inside. Miss Diedrich, Mrs. Shaw, Mrs. Bouchain, and anybody else inside with your actual physical diploma.
In the middle school gym.
In the middle school gym.
I know it's going to be incredible on Saturday. Make yourselves proud. Make your families proud of you too. I will see you Saturday. Go forth.
All right, stand in line. Stay in line.
You serve ice cream. I serve cheeseburgers to the people of America.
Me too. Billy, you don't do anything. You just sit around. Yeah.
Wait, Claire, where do you work?
You give me free ice cream.
I got you.
like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dream that you did to, oh why can't I? Well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I'll watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. And the dreams that you dare to, why, oh why can't I? dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dare to, oh why can't I? Well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking and singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. And the dreams that you dare to, why, oh why can't I?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are indeed blessed with a gorgeous day to hold the 145th graduation. We welcome our honored guest, Dean Cardinal, who flew in from Africa to speak to us today. Our members of the Board of Education, and our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Kate Farrell. Oh, how we envy you. The world is your oyster. And who doesn't like oysters? Here you are venturing out into the world. Freedom, independence, adventure all around the corner. Mom and Dad is not there to do the laundry anymore, but who cares? Grandma is not yelling up the staircase in her best Big Bang Theory voice. Howard, it's Wednesday, and you forgot to put out the garbage and take me to the hairdresser. Nobody will yell at you when you sleep until 2 on Tuesday. Nobody will be waiting to make sure you do your homework instead of watching Sucker-Free Countdown. Nobody will stop you playing vampire tag at Elliott Park in the wee hours of the morning. Unfortunately, the boogeyman is there too. I'll say that again. The boogeyman is out there too. You have to generate some income to pay for the things you took for granted. You'll have to pay for the things you took for granted in your home. Yes. Yes. Of course, we are talking about the luxuries of life. Booze, ease, poorly operating, ironically detached rock band t-shirts and overpriced netbooks. Netbooks. Oh, God, Lord. Used primarily for Facebook, but also items you didn't realize were so horribly expensive while Mom and Pops were paying for them. Things like milk, cell phone bills, downloads, and OMG, a 3-pack of underwear costs how much? Are you kidding me? Now let's talk about life as a book that you have written thus far. At this stage of your life, you're probably in chapter 17 or 18. Or if you're writing really large font, like you did on those shallow research papers, you're probably more like on chapter 117. Life is a book of mysteries. You never know which page will bring a good twist. So keep on reading because happiness comes suddenly. Each day, a new page will present with you adventures to learn and good deeds to replicate. The title page is your name. The preface is your introduction to the world. The pages are a daily chronicle of your efforts, pleasures, discouragements, ambitions, and achievements. The principal subject of your book may be business, romance, tragedy, comedy, poetry, science, or religion. Some chapters will be sad, some will be happy, some will be exciting. But if you never turn the page, you'll never know what the next chapter holds. Life in so many ways is like a good book. You are happy when you get to read it, but so very sad. Okay, I just wonder if people started throwing things at me already. All right. Life in so many ways is like a good book. This chapter isn't going well at all. You're happy when you read it, but so very sad when you put it down. I know many people that have read 50 Shades of Grey and were very happy. I'm considering writing a sequel called 50 Shades of Red. Life is like a book because a book is a movie you imagine and play in your head, but in real life, the movie is you. Each day, a new page is turned. May your book be a bestseller with adventures to tell, lessons to learn, and tales of good deeds to remember. When you run so fast to get somewhere, you miss the fun of getting there. Life is not a race, so take it slower. Hear the music before the song is over. Life is a mixture of sunshine and rain, teardrops and laughter, pleasure and pain. Just remember, there was never a cloud the sun couldn't shine through. When you were born, you were crying and everyone around you was smiling. I'm not entirely sure about my family because I was number 4 in a family of 9. Live your life so that when you die, you are the one smiling and everyone around you is crying. The happiest person doesn't have the best of everything in life or the most toys. Perhaps they are just good at making the best of everything that life brings along their way. Stay happy always. The beauty of life does not depend on how happy you are, but on how happy others can be because of you. No one can go back and make a new beginning, but anyone can start from now and make a happy ending. When you find a dream inside your heart, don't ever let it go, for dreams are the tiny seeds from which the beautiful tomorrows grow. Remember, you are worth not for what you have, not even for who you are, or for what others have become because of you. Life is a one-way street. No matter how many detours you take, none of them lead you back. So enjoy every moment, as none of them will happen the same way again. Life can give you 100 reasons to cry, but you can give life 1,000 reasons to smile. Smile when in leisure, smile when in pain. Smile when troubles pour like the rain. Smile when someone hurt your feelings, because you know smiling always starts the healing. It's not the possessions of good things that bring happiness. It's the ability to enjoy what comes. Happiness is an attitude. Why do we close our eyes when we sleep, when we cry, when we imagine, when we kiss? Because the most beautiful thing in the world is unseen. Life, they say, is touch and go. Some people you know may only be there for a time. Some may go away, but people who find you special will always find ways to stay. Day by day, your thoughts and acts are being inscribed as evidence of your success or failure. What you will record on the remaining pages of your book is of vital importance. Hour by hour, the record is being made, which must stand all time. One day, the word finish must be written. Let it be then said of your book that is a record of noble purpose, generous service, and work well done. Life is like a book with many different chapters. Some tell of tragedy, others of triumph. Some chapters are dull and ordinary, others intense and exciting. The key to being success in life is to never stop on a difficult page, to never quit on a tough chapter. Champions have the courage to keep turning the pages because they know a better chapter lies ahead. So in closing, live life to the fullest. Think about this. You are at the apex of human development. You are living in an age when change has become exponential rather than incremental. You have won the birth lottery by being born in the United States in the late 20th century. You are among the best educated, most privileged, and luckiest people to live on the planet in human history. Do not waste this time. Have fun, play hard, study hard, meet people, spend hours talking about life or love or hopes or politics or wherever you want. But most importantly, be aware that you are in a position that 6 billion people around the globe would die to be in. Seize that opportunity and squeeze out every last drop. Thank you very much. Giving the microphone while it's still working to Ms. Ray.
Thank you. Good morning. I would like to start off by congratulating the class of 2012. These last 4 years have certainly not been easy, but we have all worked hard to accomplish this chapter of our lives. I want to wish you all the best of luck in the years to come. This year's salutatorian has worked hard his whole life. He set goals for himself to help him strive and work hard to achieve them. What this student did throughout his high school years is what most students dream of doing. Throughout this student's 4 years of high school, he took on a heavy workload and still managed to keep his grades at a high scholastic standing. He has been on high honor roll every quarter of high school. Because of his grades, service, leadership, and character, he was inducted into the National Honor Society. This student was a member of the high school band where he played the trombone. He also participated in jazz ensembles where he played the electric bass guitar. Not only did this student have top-notch grades, he excelled in every sport he played. The student was given the Scholar Athlete Award and was also a four-sport athlete for his junior and senior year. He was a part of varsity golf, cross country, varsity volleyball, and track and field. This year in volleyball, he was the captain and was a second-team All-Star. In golf, he was also the captain and was named co-MVP 2 years in a row. For cross country, he was the Patroon Conference MVP. He made it to the state meet where he placed 18th in the Class C race. He has set 2 school records in track for having the fastest time in the 800 meter and the 1600 meter. This student also made first-team All-Star for both of these races. At the Class B championship, he won the 1600 meter and placed second in the 800 meter. He also was a part of the 4x4 relay team, which also included Zachary Brazel, Zachary Vosberg, and Nicholas Goffredo. This 4x4 relay team went to states just a few weeks ago, where they placed 8th. This person isn't only an excellent student and teammate, he is a great friend. He has so many friends that love to hang around him. In school, you may hear his pencil vigorously writing on his paper. At his volleyball games, you may hear him grunting to spike the ball over the net, but when he is hanging with his friends, there is no doubt you'll hear him laughing and having a great time. Because of this, his classmates voted for him for prom court, and he ended up being the Baron. In the fall, this student will be attending the University of Delaware, where he'll be majoring in mechanical engineering. I am honored to introduce you to this year's salutatorian, my friend Seth Bulich.
Thank you for the warm welcoming, Allie. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome all friends, family, faculty, and staff for being in attendance to celebrate the achievements of our graduating class. It is an honor to have been given the privilege of speaking this morning and to give thanks to the people who helped us get here today. First and foremost, we need to thank our parents. We wouldn't be standing up here if it weren't for their inspiration, motivation, and belief in us. They provided transportation, athletic, and club activities, made sure we finished our homework and Hello? Yep. Okay, it's still there. Son of a bitch. Brought our... Disregard that last saying. Brought our homework to school if we forgot it, and provided us with the love and encouragement we needed to succeed. I'd like to thank my grandparents, my parents, and my brother Nate for all their support. Our teachers create a successful learning environment for us and also take on additional roles as coaches of our athletic teams, advisors of clubs, and directors of ensembles in the school musical. In class, sports, music, community service, and other activities, the teachers helped us to become better students and better people. There are many teachers that encourage me to think beyond my abilities in order to achieve a higher standard in academics, athletics, music, and life, especially Mr. Sinan, Mr. Irvis, Mr. Cash, and Mrs. Loomis. Thank you. I'd like to thank the administration and Board of Education members, both past and present, for their hard work. During our years in Catskill schools, a new elementary school was built, a new track facility and soccer field was installed, new softball fields were built, the school buildings were upgraded with a new cafeteria and a new library and media center. Our school also obtained innovative technology required for a broadcasting class and laptops for all high school students. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's pretty amazing. Thank you to all community members who have made our school and our education better. Lastly, I'd like to say thanks to all the friends that I've made over my 13 years of education in Catskill. I wish my classmates the best of luck in their future endeavors. And as Mr. G always says, take care of each other, be good to one another. Thank you.
Through your educational career, there is always one person who has a great impact on your life and choices. No matter what job title this person holds, doesn't make a difference. For some, it's a teacher, others a counselor. For me, it was a principal. Patrick Wemmett was born in Chatham, New York, to a large family. He attended Chatham schools until he graduated in 1967. Mr. Wemmett attended Hudson Valley Community College for 1 semester. Due to financial reasons, he couldn't continue his studies, but this didn't stop him. In February of 1968, he joined the United States Marine Corps. He served proudly for 4 years, including a 13-month tour in Vietnam. In 1972, he was honorably discharged. In June of 1972, he married his wonderfully supportive wife, Joanne. He started a successful contracting company, but he wanted something more. A dream he had always had. He wanted to teach. After the birth of his youngest son in 1979, Mr. Wemmitt started to pursue his dream. In August of that year, he went back to school full-time. Graduating from Hudson Valley with an associate's degree, he transferred to St. Rose. After years of hard work and a lot of sacrifice, he graduated in 1983 with a bachelor's degree in elementary education. In 1984, he was hired as an elementary school teacher by Taconic Hill School District. He enjoyed working with all the students. He coached soccer, football, tennis, track. Mr. Wemmitt also helped create youth programs. He continues to be an active member in his communities, both Chatham and Catskill. Mr. Wemmitt is a volunteer firefighter with more than 12 plus years in the fire service. This takes a tremendous amount of sacrifice. While Mr. Wemmitt was still teaching at Taconic Hills, he continued his education. Upon completion of his certificate in administration, he became the high school dean, followed by the vice principal of the elementary school. After 20 years at Taconic Hills, he left for a principal position in the Catskill School District. He began his time in Catskill as one of the principals in the elementary school. He then transferred to the high school in 2006, where he is retiring this summer. I was lucky enough to have Mr. Wemmitt as both an elementary school and high school principal, and I saw him often during middle school, in the halls, not in his office. Mr. Wemmitt was greatly influenced me and many other students. He is in many ways an idol, a template for every man. Mr. Wemmitt is the only principal that I know that makes a point to shake every kid's hand as they walk into school. The class of 2012 and I would like to thank you for your service in the military, fire department, and for your commitment and service to the Catskill School District. The class of 2012 would like to present you this small gift as a token of our appreciation for all you have given us. We also wish you a happy and healthy retirement. Whether it's traveling to visit your grandchildren or kicking back in Chatham, we wish you the best of luck to you and your family. Thank you.
Our guest speaker today has traveled the world on his summit to the highest peaks of every continent, but like all of us graduates, his adventures began right here in Catskill. New York native Dean Cardinale is an accomplished mountaineer, professional guide and skier, mountain rescuer, and avalanche instructor. During the winter, Mr. Cardinale is an avalanche forecaster for the snowboard ski resort in Little Cottonwood Canyon, Utah, one of the snowiest, most dangerous, and highly celebrated ski mountains in North America. In the summer, Dean heads off to destinations like Nepal, Africa, and South America, guiding clients for the adventure travel company he founded, Worldwide Trekking. He has summited Mount Everest, the highest peak of the world, as well as numerous other mountains worldwide. Mr. Cardinale has not only challenged himself for his own satisfaction, he challenges himself to help others. He created and runs the Human Outreach Project, a nonprofit organization that gives back to the communities he visits on his treks. This spring, he opened the Kilimanjaro Kids Community, an orphanage in Tanzania, Africa, that houses and educates the local youth. Mr. Cardinale also helped organize the trip to East Africa last summer with a group of eye doctors from the Moran Eye Center and Cornell University, performing over 400 cataract surgeries in the remote community of Tambora, as well as numerous other humanitarian projects worldwide. Mr. Cardinale's long-standing record of leadership, program development, and community service has allowed him to make a living following his passions in his roles as an educator and an explorer. But perhaps most importantly, he's discovered a way to get paid to travel the world and ski the greatest snow on earth. Mr. Cardinale says, growing up in Catskill gave me the foundation to guide and educate successfully all over the world. We are honored to have him to share his stories with us. Please welcome St. Patrick's High School alumni and Catskill native, Dean Cardinale.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here today to celebrate the graduation of the class of 2012 here in Catskill. I've been busy traveling and guiding the last couple months from Morocco to the Sahara Desert and high in the Himalayas. to Mount Everest and on to the top of Kilimanjaro a couple weeks ago, and just finished a safari in the Serengeti. But today there's no place that I'd rather be than right here in Catskill, at Catskill High School, with all of you. So thank you very much. I grew up here on William Street, and I graduated, and I loved the time that I spent here in Catskill. I enjoyed athletics. I didn't graduate at the top of my class. I was an average student, and I enjoyed athletics and fun times with my friends here in town. But those are memories that I wouldn't trade for anything. And since I've had the opportunity to travel a lot, about a month ago I was in Nepal, and during our climb, we were working our way into Mount Everest, and there was a number of accidents on the mountain. And the group that I was guiding decided that we should stop by one of the local monasteries and have a blessing from a lama that was there. And he told us during the blessing that we all cast a shadow in life, a life shadow. And we can choose to cast a good shadow or a bad shadow. And then he looked at us and said, cast a good shadow. I know you know how to accomplish a goal, and that's what brings us here today. Congratulations on your success, and I wish you the best for your future. Today I wanted to share a couple stories with you about a couple of experiences in my life that really made a difference. The first story I'd like to talk about is from one of my earlier climbs in Alaska. I set out to climb Mount McKinley at 20,023 feet. It's the highest point in North America. I had trained and prepared myself, and all winter long I saved my money, and by the spring I flew up to Anchorage and connected to Talkeetna, and we loaded our gear into a small plane and flew into the Kahiltna Glacier. From there we started to trudge our way up the mountain, camp after camp, higher on the mountain, day after day, and after 3 weeks we were ready and prepared to make our push for the summit. We set out for the summit, and we left in the middle of the night, and when we did, by early the next morning, we were high on the mountain, and we were just a few hundred feet from the top, myself with my two partners. The weather changed, and the winds picked up, and the snow started to blow, and we worked our way back down to our highest camp. We were unsuccessful, we were exhausted, but we were safe. And we rested for a couple of days, and after a couple of days of rest, we decided that we wanted to try again. You come a long way, you work hard, you commit. And we set out after 2 days, myself and just one of my partners. We changed our strategy. We decided we wouldn't rope together, we'd climb solo, we'd move faster. And by the next morning, we were high on the mountain, and by mid-morning, we made the summit. And we stood on top of Mount McKinley at 20,023 feet. It felt fantastic. And then we slowly started to descend off the top of the mountain. On the way up, on any mountain climb, you place wands out, small flags. And those flags mark your route so you can find your way back off the top. We started to come off the top of the mountain. We were moving slowly. We were tired. And we spread out. And suddenly a storm came upon us. And we started to lose visibility. 100 feet, 50 feet, 10 feet, 5 feet. Soon we were in a complete whiteout situation. I couldn't find my partner. I couldn't find my next wand. I couldn't find my route off the mountain. At 20,000 feet, I was lost on the top of the mountain. I remember dropping to my knees and walking and crawling and looking for small marks in the snow to find my bearings. I remember struggling in the minus 30-degree temperatures and thought for certain that I could lose my life that day. I continued crawling and struggling and found the next wand. After I found that wand, I continued crawling and struggling and found the next wand. After a few hours, the weather started to break, things cleared up, and I made my way back to the high camp. Was I lucky? No. I didn't give up. I kept struggling and fighting, and I was determined to get down off that mountain safely. Life will push you guys, and when it does, push back. Never give up is a lesson that will get you further, whether you're starting your own business, continuing your education, or pursuing any of your life's dreams. The second story that I wanted to talk to you about was years later in 2005, and I had the opportunity to get on a team and an expedition to go to Mount Everest. And we were successful in our climb, but unfortunately I lost a good friend and climbing partner named Pasang Sherpa. And he was killed. And the following year I started Worldwide Trekking, my adventure travel company, and I was going back over with the group, and I decided that I would go early and see and visit Pasang's 3 children. They were in an orphanage in Kathmandu. So I raised some money, I had started my nonprofit, and I went over early and I met his sister, and she brought me into the orphanage. I took the kids for the day with this few $100s I had raised, and I brought them out shopping. And I felt great. It was something I felt really proud of. I was doing a good thing. And then we went back after the day. We had bought some basic necessities like socks and underwear and clothes. And when I went back, there was 95 kids that were there waiting for us, wondering where we were and what we had done. And suddenly I didn't feel so great. I felt horrible. And I realized that all those kids had families that they had lost, and they needed attention and love and support. So I made a commitment right then to help as many children as we can on all of the trips we do throughout the world. And I'm proud to share that now we help children in Tanzania, Africa, Peru, South America, and Nepal. Just yesterday I returned from Tanzania, Africa. I'm proud to say that we did open the doors after 3 years of construction to the Kilimanjaro Kids community, where we will house more than 40 children and give them a better education, a better opportunity at life. And we're now recognized by the Tanzanian government as a nonprofit, as well as a nonprofit organization orphanage over there in Tanzania. It's something my wife Allison and I are truly proud of. And I could have not done anything, but if in your lives you guys can find something that you're truly passionate about, that you truly care about, I can guarantee that you'll never work a day in your life, because every day will be rewarding and fulfilling in what you're doing. Lastly, I'd like to share my story of summiting Mount Everest. After years of professional climbing, I got on with an expedition to go to Mount Everest and make an attempt on the summit. It was my 67th day on the mountain. We had experienced triumphs and tragedies along the way. And I remember I was at the high camp, Camp 4 at 26,000 feet. We left early in the night, about 10 o'clock at night, and climbed through the darkness. And by early the next morning, I was at the base of the Hillary Step. At 28,500 feet, it's the highest rock climb in the world. And I remember going up through the rocks, and I'm looking down 8,000 feet into Nepal. And I got to the top of that rock pitch, and I had about an hour left. And at that point, I knew that I had the summit. I knew that I have come that far and I could make the top. And it was at that point that I stopped. And I remember thinking of my family and my friends and the times that I wanted to quit. And I remember thinking of the times that I felt one step closer to my goal. And then I walked up onto the top of the world. It's just part of my shadow in life. It's just part of things that I've done. But I promise you guys that you'll be faced with tough challenges, hard decisions, and difficult choices along the way. But it's up to you to make the most of your choices and the most of your decisions. Whether the mountain seems too high, too far away, or too steep to climb, push back. And in the words of the Lama that blessed me on Everest a few weeks ago, cast a good shadow. Thank you very much, and it is a pleasure to be in Catskill, and congratulations to the class of 2012. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Zachary Brazell, president of the class of 2012. First, I would like to give the Catskill 4x4 team some recognition for making it all the way to New York State track meet. And I would like to congratulate everyone in the class 2012. Yeah, we never won Spirit Games, but I don't think we cared. All we cared about was living off the land, as Logan Weiss would say, and having a good time. But I'm not up here today just to talk about our class. I'm up here to introduce our valedictorian. To me, she isn't just a classmate. She is someone who I have grown to love dearly. I would count her as a best friend. No, that's a lie, more like a sister. Our friendships began when she moved in our neighborhood in 4th grade. Like all friendships, we had nicknames for each other. I was mostly called Slappy and Zacky Poo, where I called her JJ and J-Dog. The memories that I've had throughout these past years with her will be ones that will be hard to forget. In high school, she was a very active student that was involved in different jobs, sports, clubs, and schoolwork. She participated in varsity soccer, basketball, softball, and track. As a junior, she was selected on the Patroon Conference Second Team All-Star for basketball, and as a senior, she was runner-up MVP and First Team All-Stars for basketball, too. She was president of the Student Government, National Honor Society, and Interact, as well as being treasurer for the class. She was also on our prom corps as Baroness. This year, she took her knowledge in the college-level Quest Start course called New Visions, Scientific Research and World Health Program. Thanks to that program, she was picked to go on a medical mission in Guatemala, where she helped save lives. With all these accomplishments, she still had trouble on one subject, the driver's test. It didn't take her once or twice, but it took her 4 times until she passed and got her license. No worries, because now she's a good driver. Next year, she'll be taking her talents to Stanford University, where she'll be majoring in biology. I wish you the best of luck, and also, don't forget about me out in California. Now, I would love to introduce the class of 2012 valedictorian, Jordan Bulich.
Good morning. I have thought long and hard about what would make this the most memorable graduation speech ever. For once, I couldn't think of anything. As valedictorian, I would like to give a big thank you to Wikipedia and Yahoo Answers. I would also like to thank Mr. Mandigo's AP Curve for reminding us that we are competent, and Ms. Ferrara's grades for reminding us all that nobody is perfect except for her. My father's tough love has always given me the motivation to do better. When I was in 9th grade, I received the Most Improved Award for varsity softball. My father's words of congratulation were, "It's only because you sucked in the beginning." I have to admit, I am a more humble person because of my father. I am not an artist like Lorraine Mariah or a singer like Sierra Miser. I cannot play defense like Jamaica Hughes or write novels like Corey Tate, and I cannot light up a room like Karenia DiStefano. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to acknowledge some of the talents of my classmates. Jackie Monsell, Lorraine Mariah, Kelsey Abel, and Olivia Fisk led the Odyssey of the Mind team to first place in the regional tournament for the past 2 years. as well as a place in the top 10 at states. The wrestling team was undefeated in their league this year. Nick Alfredo had 98 wins, Corey Tate placed first in the Maple Hill tournament, and Jared Camacho placed first in 2 others. Not to mention that Jared was honored as one of the 13 Kids Who Care for Channel 13 News. Shamir Peterson and Cameron Overbaugh led the team to a sectional championship in basketball their junior year and played an amazing baseball game at the Joe Bruno Stadium as seniors. I would also like to acknowledge that Garrett Blenner was the league MVP for bowling this year. And although our class never won Spirit Games, we did beat the seniors in Medic our freshman year. I would like to close with a quote from the commencement address at Stanford University in 2005, in which Steve Jobs said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Stay hungry, stay foolish."
Good morning. Try it again. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning. We are so lucky. The heat broke. It didn't rain. We are blessed. Every graduating class has particular markers of personality. But this class is really unique. In 2005, when I first met you, you were in grade 5. You were incredibly close friends. You were tight. You worked together, played together, did Little League soccer, summer rec, Girl Scouts, all of it together. I never saw you on the playground as single entities. There was always a cluster of kids. You traveled in packs, in the hallways, heading to the bus at dismissal, and Lord knows the cafeteria was a virtual cluster of people all trying to sit at the same table, 6 chairs with 10 or more bodies squirming for some to put a food tray. You moved to middle school, and something happened. Not just adolescence, that happens to every class, but you drifted. You began to sort out by interests, different sports, extracurriculars, but more significantly, you didn't connect with other groups. You individualized. You became increasingly independent in your thoughts and actions and moved from the pack to lone wolf club. Very unusual at that age. And you move forward, becoming more and more your own persons. You are bright. You are talented. You organize yourselves well. You complete everything on time. You studied. You took the review courses. You resat for your regents to improve your scores. You did the scholarship and loan applications. You visited the colleges, and then you carefully, very carefully and cautiously selected the programs that gave you the most opportunities for the least expense. You have laid paths that provide for options. This class is very big on options, and are confident that you can make changes to your life path as you move forward. You are compassionate and caring. You have been and continue to be involved in supporting those in need at Matthew 25, Second Baptist, the Reformed Church, Community Action, Santa's Helpers, Yellow Ribbon, Friends of Rachel, Interact. You reached out to our neighbors impacted by Hurricane Irene. You are family-oriented. You both understand and enjoy family obligations and activities, and willingly adjust me time schedules for your parents and siblings. And all through 9th and grade 10, you moved independently as individuals who socialized at school and organized events, but only because you needed to. Grade 11, something happened. September of grade 11, you were different kids. The people I knew in 5th grade came back to school. You had found yourselves, and in doing this, you found each other once again. The clusters, the tightness of social groups rematerialized. I saw you sitting for hours, talking, just talking. The groove, the comfort level of past history and past knowledge of each other returned. It was lovely. There is a refreshing maturity to your interactions with each other. You understand who you each are. As your classmate, Nick Gaffredo, quotes Oscar Wilde, most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions, not you. You are independent and mature and have strong feelings about the path you will take in your lifetime, but you respect each other's diversity. And so this class is unique in a very special way. You disconnected to grow and have reconnected to support each other. As your song says, as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. Friends forever, and you will be. It's not goodbye, it's only time for you to fly. Congratulations. We will now begin awarding diplomas.
Jordan Irene Bulich. Seth Niven Bulich. Joseph Patrick Bromley. Weston Alexander Doney. Cheyenne Marie Hulbert. Kelsey Jean Abel. Elizabeth Ann Syrah. Zachary J. Burzell. Andrew J. Varone. Sierra Renee Nussbickle. Stephen T. Arnold. Brianna Lynn Ashley. Chelsea J. Bauer. Garrett V. Blenner. Otilio J. Brandow. Jacob Stephen Brown. Alex Bundy. Nicholas Alexander Cahill. Michael S. Callow. Jared Camacho. Rebecca Michelle Carlson. Joseph Benjamin Castles. Caitlin McKenzie Comito. Francisco Cruz III. Charles Edward Denon. Samantha Marie Crow. Karania Joan DiStefano. Jenna Danielle Dobils. Devontae Malik Evans. Samantha Jamila Evans. Zachary David Farr. Jeffrey Joseph Fetty Jr. Olivia Mary Fisk. Cheyenne Lynn Fox. David Brian Friss Jr. Jessica Elizabeth Friss. Ryan Gable. Alexandra Mary Gallagher. Christopher Gear. Sarah C. Gilchrist. Rachel Lori Glass. Zachary R. Glass. Nicholas Anthony Goffredo. Joseph D. Goldpaw. Miranda Lynn Greggio. Tyler Alonzo Griffin. Adriana Margaret Haas. Abigail Sylvia Hanna. Gilbert Burtis Hicks III. Beth Ann Hillenbrand. Jamaica Hughes. Will Hull. Jalissa Jordan Ivory. Preston John Jacob. Kara Johns. William D. Johnson. Zachary Manoa Julian Karp. Tori Cora Kelly. Nicholas Kyle Cooter. Jared Christopher Casisto. Troy D. Lacey. Stacia Antoinette Littell. Caitlin J. Lubra. Yeah, we'll switch over. Mike. Michael A. Maglioka. Megan Genevieve Elizabeth Mann. Patricia Marie Martinez. Walter Daniel Mayo. Sierra K. Miser. William A. Meyer. And, pardon me, Shannon Patricia Miller. Isabella Danielle Mitchell. Jacqueline Monsell. Lorraine REU. You stand. Connor Murphy. Deborah Elizabeth Nieves. Cameron J. Overbaugh. Thank you. Courtney Nelson. Kara Christine Overbaugh. Matthew M. Passero. Lydia Chun Peppo. Shamir Aki Peterson. Jade Arlene Place. Jacob Francis Pratt. Dean Richard Pugh. Stephen Pulver. Amanda Quinn. Alexandra Rose Ray. Robert William Riley. Carly-Ann Marie Rivenberg. Liam C. Roberts. Cody William Romack. Ethan C. Rowe. Stanislav Samolyuk. Should need music to that, shouldn't we? Dun, 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 dun. Johnny Schlenker. Cassandra Victoria Schmidt. Zachary Taylor Schillick. Ryan D. Skinner. Ryan Anthony Smith. Emily Ann Sprague. Amanda Robin Spurtis. Dorothy Ellen Starr. Corey Edward Tate. Rita Marisu Tompkins. Stephen Mitchell Vaughn. Tavia Janice Vesey. Zachary Michael Vosberg. Marissa Alexandria Volo. Brandon Michael Waite. Logan Joseph Weiss. Jessica Mary Wenstrom. Jakima Williams. Sarah A. Exodus. Now I give you Dr. Farrell.
Thank you, Mr. Wemmett. Now, even though you have your diplomas, you're not official until I get to say the magic words. It is with great honor and through the powers invested in the Catskill Board of Education by the University of the State of New York, through the New York State Education Department and the Commissioner of Education, that I confer upon the Catskill Central School District graduation class of 2012 that you have officially met all prescribed requirements for graduation. Congratulations. Go forth and live the rest of your lives productively. Congratulations.